Shalom Yasharala, this your brother Dawada, coming back at you with this here truth again. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Ruach HaKodesh. Double honor to the apostles and elders of great millstone that taught us this truth and never will. And salutation and much love for you, Aki, and pushing this truth and sincerity over the four corners of the earth and enduring afflictions to feed and edify the elect. So I want to jump into this here lesson, which is, basically going into dealing with these spiritual powers, the Lord is going to raise up a standard here soon, all right? Ultimately, we're going to be changed, like the scriptures say, we're going to be changed in the twinkling of an eye, all right? We don't know how we will appear, but when he appears, we're going to appear like him. The Lord also said, I will not meet thee as a man. I will take vengeance. Well, I will take vengeance. I will not meet thee as a man. All right. So when the Lord was speaking of those things, he came in the first time, just like when he came the first time, he said, hey, if this was my kingdom, basically my servants will fight. That wasn't the time for the Lord to come on the earth and be glorified at that point in time. He was supposed to come lowly and humbly at that point in time. All right. And have to, deal in this fleshly body and things like that at that point in time. All right. But you have to understand when the Lord comes back. Let me start with that real quick in the book of Revelation, chapter 19 and verse 11. It says, and I saw heaven open, and behold, a white horse. And he that sat upon him was called Faithful and True. And in righteousness he doth judge and make war. All right. Now, this is talking about Yahushua returning. And we know about, how the Lord's coming back with the chariots. All right. And he's going to, with the world so-called UFOs and things like that is something out of this world. But what you have to understand is that, man, the things that you know of and you see right now is about to get turned up on a whole nother level, man. All right, this is just like to give you an analogy of this, it's like we are all little children. All right, we're at the house with our cousins and we playing house. Right, we over there with the little fake kitchen set cooking. Ain't really nothing in there, nothing like that. But we pretend like we cooking and everything else like that, dealing with the issues of running a house. All right, that's pretty much like how things are right now, where we live in now, and seeing Esau and his little glory and his little bullshit. But when you get older, I was speaking as being children, but when you get older, all right, you actually run and maintain your own house and pay your own bills and actually in the kitchen cooking and doing all these things for real. It's nothing like when you was pretending. So that's just like akin to what we had now. Like I said, with Esau and his technology, his exoskeleton suits and the AI technology, his fighter jets and all these different things, laser weapons that he has and everything else like that, Again, it's like we've been accustomed to, playing house the whole time with that scenario. But what the Lord is about to reveal unto us is something that, we only see in, the movies and in the comic books. All right. But nevertheless, this is about to become a real reality, man. All right. We're about to be changed. We're about to be released out of these chains of darkness. All right. We're about to go back into our first estate. All right. We're about to become immortal. The mortal has to put on the immortal. All right. And this is the time and the state that we're going into right now. All right. So let me keep reading it. Revelation 19 and 11 again. And I saw heaven open, and behold, a white horse. All right. Now, white horse is going into pure power, talking about those chariots that he's coming back in. All right. And he that sat upon him was called Faithful and True. And in righteousness he doth judge and make war. Man, you can think about how, I forgot what movie that was. It might have been, what was it called? Like the Clash of the Titans or something like that, where they had the different gods like Zeus and Perseus and all of them. But there was like a fighting scene where I forgot what the boy's name was. It was like a demigod in there, but he was getting basically beat up or something was going on with him. But I think it was the little water god. He came down from basically heaven. Man, when he came and dropped down, it was like something out of, you see in these movies, he dropped down and boom, it was like, oh shit, you see the little fight scene, they had to slow it down, but they over there whooping people's ass, and, slicing one dude apart, going to go slice another dude apart before the first body even hit the floor, that type of speed and everything else like that, something that was unheard of at that point in time, watching Superman and all these different movies and cartoons and animes and comic books and things like that. You see them, coming down and making, just ultimately spiritual power, man. All right. Man, I think about, these movies get us kind of hyped up, but in the X-Men movie, but you got your girl name was Jean Grey. You know a little bit about the backdrop of all of that. She's like basically the ultimate mutant or whatever, and these are all things, going back into us anyway. All right. But nevertheless, she's like the ultimate mutant with all the ultimate powers and things like that. But then about Professor X, he's like paralyzed from the waist down, so he can't really walk. right? But he can control people's minds and things like that. But old girl, she could control minds too. Now there was a scene in one of those movies where they were battling it out. He in his little wheelchair, and then she goes into his mind, and she's like standing up at the top of the staircase, and she was like, "Stand up and walk to me." And then this nigga just get up out the chair, and you see him struggling because he don't use his legs, and she's controlling his mind. He's walking up the stairs, man. It's akin to like, Yahweh Shah saying, "Take up that bed and walk," and all these different things, healing, and all these, different, miracles that the Lord did. But you got to understand, man, at a point in time, when the Lord give us these powers, man, all kind of crazy things are going to start happening, man. All right, this is going to change the whole game and the whole playing field, man. All right, the Lord has promised us these things, and hey, man, we're going to have these spiritual powers, man. Lord willing, I'm a part of that number, but nevertheless, you're going to start seeing some crazy things, especially in these latter times and things like that. You may see somebody get put to death, and you got the spiritual power to raise them back from the dead. All right, you may be walking on water. All right, levitating and things like that. Just going invisible, like all these little cartoons and again movies, like the movie Jumper. Instant transmission, go from one spot to another spot. They talk about how we're gonna hunt them, and we'll get to some of these precepts, but in the caves and the hills and stuff like that, because we know they got their doomsday bunkers, man. They have. If you see some of these things and how thick some of these doors are, you like, damn, how the hell? They got private militias guarding all those things and stuff like that, and you got to understand, we feeble. We don't have nothing to really combat them with, man. We can't even, if the police tried to raid us, man, we couldn't do nothing against a police force, let alone a military, let alone a private militia, in their little base. But hey, man, the Lord, said that we're going to be good, and then we're going to hunt them out of the caves of the rocks and things like that, and bond their kings with fetters of iron and stuff like that. So you got to imagine, just having spiritual power and just being able to sense to where they are and just appearing into the, basically their bunkers and things where they all sealed in and just pulling these niggas out, man. All right, doing all kind of crazy things to them, man. All right, these are the things that we're going to basically be able to do, man. All right. Matter of fact, let me just continue on with this here lesson so it's not so time consuming. But we're going to go from there to, what I want to grab in, Jeremiah. Was it 16 and 16? I think it is. Yep, Jeremiah 16 and 16. Oh man, matter of fact, let me set a little Jeremiah 16 and 14. It says, "Therefore, behold, the days come, saith Yahweh, that it shall no more be said, Yahweh liveth, that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt." All right, going back into the first Exodus and things like that, because ultimately, the Lord led us out on foot. We walked through the Red Sea on dry ground. All right, we was being led by that chariot, the so-called UFO. We was led up out of Egypt. The nations saw, and the nations feared that. Think about that in the desert. You know what I'm saying? Having no real lights or anything like that. You have this huge UFO hovering over, coming towards where your location is, and you see this big mob of people walking up out of the richest, most dominating force on the planet Earth at that point in time, walking up out of there. Who was really standing up and waging war against Egypt like that and coming out victorious, man. So you got to understand, it's like, damn, these motherfuckers were slaves over there. Now all of a sudden they just walked the fuck up out of Egypt. They got that UFO. They got Pharaoh and them chasing them. Then they just drowned Pharaoh. We ain't fucking with them. We couldn't even fuck with Pharaoh and them, right? So this put that fear into their hearts, and their hearts melted, man. There was no more courage left in them. All right, but look, right here it says we're not going to be talking about that Exodus no more. All right, verse 15 says, "But Yahweh liveth, that brought up the children of Israel from the land of" what? The north. All right, that's where we are now. All right, "and from all the lands whither they had driven them, and I will bring them again into their land that I gave to their fathers." And so, it's going to be at a point in time where, the Lord is going to come and deliver us up out of Babylon, here in America, and other places throughout the four corners of the earth with those chariots. All right, that's when the nukes is going to come back down and everything else like that, man. All right, but then hey, we're gonna have to come back down because Lord willing, I'm a part of that number. We're not going to be the only ones that's going to survive this thermonuclear attack. All right, we're going to go up into the chariots. All right, but they, these elites and things like that, they're going to be down in what they call DUMBs, deep underground military bases, and also underwater military bases. All right, there's space stations. Look at Elon Musk and the Amazon got Jeff Bezos and all these guys, the International Space Station. They're gonna be hot all over the place. All right, but nevertheless, when we come back down, all right, we're gonna go and take them and bond them, like the scripture say, bond their kings with fetters of iron. All right, they're noble ones and things like that. So we're gonna go and we're gonna hunt them. All right, so you have to understand, hey man, not only did we just get delivered up out of Babylon, out of thermonuclear warfare, but and we're gonna be changed in an instant, in the twinkling of an eye, going up on the way up. All right, but then when we come back down, oh, it's gonna be a whole nother game changer, man. All right, it's not just the chariots you're gonna be afraid of. You're gonna be afraid of those men that's coming up out of the chariot. See, this is one thing people don't really hone in on. It's like, oh, if some people talk about UFOs, you got to think, well, what's inside the UFOs? You can go to, in your own spare time, read Ezekiel chapter 1. They explain, about the UFOs and other places as well in the scriptures. But, they go in heavy detail in Ezekiel chapter 1, dealing with the UFOs and basically the angels that's inside of them. All right. And, but nevertheless, this is going to be something that's going to shake the foundations of the earth, man, once we come back down. All right. It says, finishing off 15, and I will bring them again into their land that I gave unto their fathers. Verse 16 is the point I wanted to grab. Behold, I will send for many fishers, saith Yahweh, and they shall fish them. And that's where we are right now. All right, we're in the highways and the byways seeking for the elect. We're fishing out the elect by what? Prophesying unto them, bringing these things back into remembrance, as far as the things that we once knew, and that's fishing with this here word out of the scriptures. But soon, let me keep reading. It says, "Behold, I will send for many fishers, saith Yahweh, and they shall fish them. And after I will send for many hunters, and they shall hunt them from every mountain and every hill and out of the holes of the rocks." So again, given a little time frame of when these things are going to be. All right. Why would these elites be in the mountains and the hills and the holes of the rocks? All right, because they're hiding from what? Those thermonuclear missiles coming back down. All right, so hey, we have to wait until the appointed time. When the missiles come down, Lord's will, we be a part of that number to get beamed up. But then we're gonna come back down and we're gonna hunt them. All right, but it says, and after, going back to verse 16, it says, "And after I will send for many hunters, and they shall hunt them from every mountain, every hill, and out of the holes of the rock." And you got to understand, like I was saying beforehand, they're going to be in these heavily fortified bunkers, man, with private militias and things like that, man. All right, but again, we but feeble, man. All right, so hey, man, the Lord's going to have to turn us up to be able to, to be able to, not to say conquer and take these people out, man. All right, where is that? I think it's in Amos. Maybe that wasn't the precept. Oh, there's a different one. That's. I mean, here is also speaking about that as well too. Though they dig into hell, thence my hand shall take them. All right, but for time's sake, let me look this up. Zechariah 12:8 says, "In that day shall Yahweh defend the inhabitants of Jerusalem, and he that is feeble among them at that day shall be as David." Right? And you understand about King David, first of all, like they say, he had a heart of a soldier, man. All right, when he was young, he took on Goliath, man. All right, you have to understand, he was but a kid at that point in time, where Goliath was intimidating the mighty men of the Israelites, the soldiers and things like that, calling them all out. And little bitty ass David went out there and put them, with that faith. Really, it wasn't even David. It was the power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua that was on him. All right, to go out there and bring glory unto the name of Yahweh Yahushua, basically, because ultimately, when he was out there, he was standing up for the Most High. He's like, who is this uncircumcised Philistine that doth defy the living power of Israel? You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, the Lord turned him up, and he, with the things that he had, man. Hey, man, the Lord, raised up the spirit of David to put them things on Goliath, and then take that nigga's sword and cut his own head off with that, man. All right, and that's what it's gonna be like. We're gonna be a bunch of Davids amongst a bunch of a big Goliath. Esau, who is the top dominant fighting force on the face of the earth with that sword, man. All right, so hey, man, Nobody can really wage war against this Goliath, but guess what? The Lord's going to raise us up to take on this here Goliath, man. All right. Then when David was out with Saul, they said Saul's killed his thousands, but David his tens of thousands. All right. Hey, you got to think they was on the battlefield. This ain't just like you at war and you dropping bombs on people, killing tens of thousands of people. No, man. They out there in the field. King David just straight running through people, man. Slicing and dicing and just just putting in work, man. Working the whole, hey, you can read about you can read about certain parts in the scriptures where he say, hey man, they out there, they delivered the field. They was out there just slaying people left and right, man. All right, you thought the movie 300 was off the chain, man. Hey man, just King David alone was out there putting in that work, man. All right, it says in that day shall Yahweh defend the inhabitants of Jerusalem, and he that is feeble among them at that day shall be as David. All right, so amen. We don't really mind being feeble out here. And this is what separates us from these other groups like ISUPK and stuff like that, where they trying to defend themselves with their own arm and how many clips and shit that they got, Sakari and all of them. Like, look, bro, you depend on that damn gun if you want to, man. That's on you. We ain't seeking and we not looking for no shit like that, man. I'd be like, yo, man, Lord's will, with these here bare hands, I'm going to just run through you fucking heathens, man. All right. Hey, I want to see the power of the Lord, man. I don't want to have it to be no questions asked about it. Like maybe like they say on any of them little shooting games, hey man, I got the best gun in the game, so it was easy work for me. No, this is gonna be call halal Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah, man. These, just like when we came out of Egypt, man, we ain't had no weapons or nothing like that, man. All right, but these niggas got drowned in the damn Red Sea, man. All right, so Lord's will at the same point in time, man. They're gonna be shooting their little laser weapons and nukes and shit like that. Hey, man, go ahead, hit a nigga with a nuke real quick and return that shit back on your head, man. All right, bring out your laser weapons and we start deflecting them shits, man. All right, you go out here with your little mini guns and shit like that and unload a couple thousand rounds on Jake, and then see Jake just, man, keep moving, man. All right, you see movies like X-Men with Magneto and them, they all pulling their guns out on them and everything like that, and he pulled the guns out from them, turned the guns on them. You know what I'm saying? They start firing their weapons and things like that, and he just stopped all the bullets and just, I think that might have been the Matrix. He put his hand up and dropped all them damn bullets. Like, bro, this shit, that alone should put fear into these people's minds, man. Not even to mention you go inside these motherfuckers' minds and start terrorizing them there in the spiritual realm, man. All right, you start giving them evil thoughts, making them turn on their own people, man. All right, all kind of different things, man. All right, man. So, hey, man, the Lord's gonna really use the men of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? To bring glory unto His name, man. All right, they're gonna be like, yo, man, those are the men that stood so firmly for His name. All right, that was standing boldly for His name, man. Stood strong, man. And now the Lord is gonna endow them with this here glorious power, man. All right, to be, oh shit, those are Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shah's men out there, man. Oh shit, oh Lord, oh man, they coming with the wrecking crew right now, man. All right, this is what's going to put fear into a lot of these nations' minds, man. Once they see not only, you know what I'm saying, because it could be just one thing for them to see just the nukes hitting Babylon the Great, like, oh shit, man, these niggas, these Russians and all this and that. Hey man, these Russians is raw. We don't want to fuck with them. Just like how America, how they say, little bro they ass by dropping those atomic bombs on Japan. Ain't nobody want to fuck with America after seeing that devastation. So when Russia and these other nations drop bomb on America, Revelation 18 said that they're gonna be weeping from seeing this shit from afar off. They're gonna be scared and terrified from that. But they're gonna be like, well, Russia and them did all that. But guess what? Russia don't get off the hook, man. Hey, the minute the Lord gonna go take them out, man. All right, so it's like, damn, Russia and them just wipe their ass the fuck out. Then simultaneously you're gonna be seeing the chariots, and then guess what? Russia gonna be taken out of power, man. All right, the minute the Lord gonna go in there and start putting in work on their ass and then on these elites as well too, man. The ones that thought that they escaped, man. All right, so hey, let me continue on. It says, in that day shall Yahweh defend the inhabitants of Jerusalem, and he that is feeble among them at that day shall be as David, and the house of David, all right, the 144,000 shall be as powers, as the angels, as Yahweh before them. So hey, man, you could think about, man, there was a time where King David got to choose his judgment. Hey man, and he chose to basically fall into the hands of the Lord, and the Lord sent an angel, and the Lord had to hold the angel back, man. He was putting in some work. One angel flooded the whole earth, killed off the whole population. That's some real light work. Just let the shit rain, and let it not drain out. So that ain't nothing for just one angel to go and wreak havoc on the whole earth, man. How about 144,000 supermen that's coming back and just putting in work on you niggas, man? All right, it's gonna be hey man, we can't even really think about this in realistic terms, because you should be like, yo, man, imagine the X-Men, the Superman, X-Men, all of these niggas, the Avengers and all them niggas just getting together and just putting in work. All these people from all these different Marvel and DC universes, all of them just going in and putting in work. Imagine all them on one side just slaying people, man. All right, that's what it's gonna be like, man. The Lord's gonna raise up this here standard with his men. All right, let's go from there to matter of fact, let me go to Zephaniah real quick. There's Yep. Zephaniah 3:19, it says, behold, at that time I will undo all that afflict thee, and I will save her that halteth, and gather her that was driven out, and I will get them praise and fame in every land where they have been put to shame. Now, think about this, man. Right now, Jake is feeble. Jake ain't really got no power, man. You seen Esau over here basically mutilating and slaughtering us out here, man. These police officers, you got your boy what's his name? George Floyd couldn't breathe. Now, really, Jake was, really bigger than the rest of them damn Edomites. He could have probably put in some work, but hey, man, he ain't really have no power and no might at that point in time, man. They even choked him out and everything else like that with no might. All right, but how about this in that time, man? It says, look, man, they was getting that shame put on them. Oh, you seeing Jake just, getting the worst things done unto them, man. The police come up upon you, they let go that dog. You pretty much in a submissive state. You can't really do shit. I mean, they put your ass to death, but really ain't nothing you could do about it, man. But look, it says, and I will get them praise and fame in every land they have been put to shame. So like right now, they be just killing us to a certain point where you got Jake out here screaming Black Lives Matter. Hey, acknowledge us, man. Stop just murdering us like this. Acknowledge us, this and that. Then you got these damn Edomites saying, nope, that's racist. Blue lives matter. Fuck y'all niggas, y'all little feeble, weak ass. Y'all niggas, whatever. Y'all don't even matter. Hey, so that's the shame that we got right now. But how much more when we come back and these spiritual, these heavenly bodies with spiritual powers, man, putting in work. They like, oh shit. Whoa, wait a minute. Have mercy on it. Like how we over here saying, hands up, don't shoot, or I can't breathe, have mercy on me. They gonna be screaming for mercy, man. But the Lord say, hey, I will not show mercy upon them who has not shown no mercy, man. He didn't want to let up. It's gonna be all gas and no brakes on these damn Edomites, man. All right. It says, and at that time I will bring you again, and even in the time I will gather you, for I will make you a name and praise among all the people of the earth when I turn back your captivity before your eyes, saith Yahweh. All right. So, hey, there's going to be a name and a praise, man. Hey, these are the sons of the living power, man. These are gods on the earth, man. Hey, these people got power, man. They over here flying. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Because they thinking right now, let me get my little doomsday bunker. Let me go get my guns and shit. You know what I'm saying? Thinking about some carnal shit. But hey, man, man, like I said, what's that dude, Nightcrawler from X-Men? This nigga so quick and just disappear. Hey, man, you over here with your gun trying to load up your gun, and then all of a sudden, you in your bunker, and then all of a sudden, Jake just appeared up inside your bunker and shit, and you over here trying to shoot. Oh, man, they got that one cartoon, I think it's called Invisible or something like that, man, where your boy Omni-Man, I think it is, they had these little certain troops that came in with their little AI technology. They had the invisibility cloaks on them, and they was super fast, super soldiers and things like that. And he was just sitting in there, and then all of a sudden he was just, like I said, they was invisible, and he couldn't really see him. But then all of a sudden he just was quicker than what they was, and just grabbing them up out of their invisibility shit and just murking the whole damn building, man. Then they had other superheroes and shit, and he wound up turning on them, and then he wound up, they had him kind of tied down. He wound up putting in work on all these other superheroes and shit like that, and just beat the shit out of their ass, man. That's what we gonna be like. And this is just like, yo, man, you see these cartoons, you get turned up in the spirit, man, because it's not gonna be anything they're gonna be able to do onto us, man. Just put it this way, man. If they was able to put us to death, they would get so much pride and glory. Oh yeah, just think about the movie Independence Day, man. All right, when they finally took down the so-called UFO, they was getting all proud and glory. Oh yeah, we conquered the uncomparable. But no, it ain't gonna be like that in these times, man. Hey, you gonna die a horrible death, man. All right, we gonna bring back that glory unto the name of Yahweh Shai, man. All right. This is Isaiah 59. Isaiah 59:19, it says, so shall they fear the name of Yahweh from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. All right. And hey, the Most High gonna get his glory through, his men. All right. From the things that his men has been saying. Oh, damn, we heard the men talking about that. Heard that they was saying this was coming. Heard them calling on this here name. And now he's showing up. Oh, shit. Hey, man, y'all got to give praise, honor, and glory unto their power, man. Just like with Nebuchadnezzar and them and Daniel and them. After Daniel showed him the dream and everything. He was like, because see, he was already stuck and proud, like everybody better worship me. But once Daniel broke down the dream unto him, he was like, look, man, anybody talking shit about Daniel and them God, hey, not only we gonna kill them, we gonna stone their whole house. We gonna tear down their house. We gonna even tear up the goddamn lot that their house is on, man. Giving all praise, honor, and glory into Daniel and his God. You know what I mean? So hey, that's how the Most High is gonna get his praise through his men when we, he give us that spiritual power to turn up on these damn heathen, man. All right. It says, when the enemy shall come in like a flood, all right, because Esau's coming down with great wrath, knowing he have but a short time in the midst of Jacob's trouble, all right, when it's at this full climax, all right, it says, when the enemy shall come in like a flood, the Spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against him, all right? Hey, man, look, this is the bar. This is where it's set. This is going to be the new thing up in here, man, all right? But nevertheless, the Lord's going to wind up raising up his elect, man. All right, and he's gonna bring honor and glory unto his own name. All right, but he's gonna do that with his men. All right, he's gonna basically he's basically gonna, how do I say, glorify himself. Matter of fact, let me just read this. Let me start at verse 16. It says, and he saw that there was no man, and wondered that there was no intercessor. Therefore his arm brought salvation unto him, and his righteousness it sustained him. For he put on righteousness as a breastplate, and as a helmet of salvation upon his head, and he put on the garment of vengeance for clothing, and was clad with the zeal as a cloak. All right, so ultimately it's going to be the Lord that's going to wind up giving us this spiritual power, man. All right, Yahushua is going to come and get that honor and that glory. First, we touched on that in Revelation chapter 19 a little earlier, man. All right, but hey, he's going to be leading the charge, but he's going to be coming back with his men. All right, with the angels as well, man. All right, it's going to be turned up on every level where it's going to be undeniable that, hey, man, there is a living power that reigneth throughout the whole earth, and Yahweh is his name, and Yahushua is his son's name. All right, and they rocking with the children, the elect of the children of Israel, man. All right, the 144,000, man. All right, the new governing body on the earth, man. The new standard on the earth, man. All right. Let me go from there to, matter of fact, let me get this in Isaiah 40 real quick, since we're right here. Isaiah 40 and let me start at verse 28, because in this chapter the Most High be snapping though. It says, hast thou not known, hast thou not heard that the everlasting power, Yahweh, the creator of the ends of the earth, fainted not, neither is weary, and there's no searching his understanding. All right, and sometimes in our little folly, we would be watching little certain things like I like watching, not necessarily the whole shows no more. When I was younger, I used to watch Dragon Ball Z, but watching, I think what they call AMIs, it's like a music video basically, but they got clips of like Dragon Ball Z, and they got this cat in there named Jiren. He's fighting like Goku and them. And man, they was throwing everything that they could at Jiren, and Jiren was just sitting there chilling. He wasn't even moving. They was throwing everything at him. He was just sitting there chilling. All right, hey, that's kind of like the Most High. You can do whatever you want to do, man. He ain't gonna get tired, bro. You just wasting your time. All I got to do is sit here and just hit your ass one time with that wham, and your ass cease to exist. All right. It says he giveth power to the faint, and to them that have no might he increaseth strength. So hey, like we was reading earlier, the feeble is going to be like David, and the house of David is going to be like the angels, man. All right, the Most High is the one that's going to give that their power, man. We don't need no guns. We don't need no training. In fact, I want to go in the picture as the underdog, man. Hey, hell nah, man. I don't know how to do none of this shit, man. I can't deliver myself out of this place, man. I ain't got no might in my hand, man. Hey, the Lord got to deliver me, man. I'm going to either die out here or the Lord going to save me, man. I can't save myself. And if I do, what What? If I do deliver myself, if I do save myself, then it ends with the Most High, because this is now His time to get the power and the glory. So, no, man, we're not trying to go get no guns and clips and training and go out to the shooting range. So what? Because what's your end goal with that? You going to go get you some guns? Why you getting guns? Because you plan on using them, right? Why you getting training? Because you want to be good at it. You want to prevail at that shit. So you thinking in your mind, you going to prevail, you going to save yourself? Fuck that, man. We want to go in there as a straight underdog, just like in all the olden days, man. Coming out of Egypt, the underdog, man. All right, Jacob is just as a whole, man, the underdog. But guess what? We always reign supreme, man. Still going into this day, man. They didn't beat the shit out of us, made Israel to be no more remembrance unto us, made us call on Jesus and God the way we weren't even without power. But guess what? There was a small remnant that the Lord raised up, man. The underdog, man. We was the valley of the dry bones, man. But guess what? Through the word of the Most High alone, man. All right, through His words alone, He said, nah, man, I'm going to raise y'all back up. So with them same words that He said He going to raise us back up, man, we going to run through these fucking heathens, man. He going to give us the power, man. So He going to get the glory with these things, man. All right, it says He giveth power to the faint, and to them that have no might, He increases strength. Call Allah Yahweh Shim Yahweh. Man, hey, man, I'm out here feeble, bro. You know, you got a lot of older men, sickly men that's amongst the men of the Lord out here, man. Hey, them same feeble and not to say ran through, man, but a lot of us have, like, not to say real ailments, and also just pains and aches. Like, man, I got a bad back, bad knees, a bad foot, pains here, pains there. You know what I'm saying? I'm just all tore down, brother. I need a new body. You know what I'm saying? Wisdom teeth hurting and everything else like that, man. All right, all kind of things like this. Look, man, I like the state that I'm in right now, because look, that means the Most High can turn me up, man. All right, I'm feeble out here. I need salvation, man. I'm calling on the Lord to come save me. I ain't too proud to say I need some help, man. That's what we out here for, man. All right, our Lord is waiting on us to call on Him, man, so He can come and glorify His name in the sight of these heathen by using us, man. All right. He giveth power to the faint, and to them that have no might He increases strength. Even the youth shall faint and be weary, and the young men shall utterly fall. But they that wait upon Yahweh shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not be faint. So, hey, they mounting up with wings like eagles. You know, you can akin that to like we watching the movie Superman and stuff like that. Mounting up with wings, able to fly. All right, man, we're going to be able to fly in these days, man. All right. When the Lord turn us up, man, we're going to be able to fly. We're going to be able to jump up over the high walls and everything else like that, man. Be able to fly, man. Just imagine that. Esau come and kick in your door or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Or they surround you out with their guns and everything, and all of a sudden you just go straight up on their ass in the air, man. You ain't even got to put your hands on them. Just think about the fear that they're going to have in their heart when they see that shit, man. All right? They're going to be shitting bricks. Men's hearts failing for seeing that shit, man. They're going to just think, look what Rahab said, man. Hey, our people done seen which our power did to them Egyptians, man. And there's no more might in their hearts, man. Their hearts do melt, man. They done. Just because they seen how your power didn't drown them in the Red Sea, and this chariot that's coming. Like I said, imagine the whole SWAT team surrounding your ass, kicking in your door, or some shit like that, about to run up on you at work or something like that, or while you in the bed sleep. You know what I'm saying? And all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying, you just start levitating up in the air. You go up in the air, or they kicking your door while you in the bed sleep, and then all of a sudden they surround you, and all of a sudden you just like fall through the floor and appear somewhere else, man. All right, or anything, man. They put you in a prison, and then all of a sudden the prison doors and the walls start falling down upon around you, and you just walk the fuck out, or the doors just open up and they ain't got no might to be able to do nothing. They sitting there looking, trying to move, trying to pull up their gun and can't. You know what I'm saying? Things like that. Hey, man, the Lord has the power to do that, man, and we have faith that the Lord's gonna do that, man. All right. You got to keep that in the back of your mind. Hey, man, so what if they put me to death, man? All right, the Lord can raise me back up from the dead, man. All right, the Lord can give us spiritual power. So what if they do this and do that to us, man? The Lord can give us that spiritual power to endure and to overcome anything that we have thrown at us, man. Look at Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. That was a form of spiritual power being thrown in a fiery furnace, man. They ain't get burnt. They in there chilling, walking around, man. All right, so how much more in these last and final days, man? All right, get hit with a bomb or something like that. They come and drone your house. Yep, we got a confirmed kill. We blowing up the whole house to smithereens. And then as the smoke and the dust settles, you was, in your bed sleeping, this serious shit happened. The dust settled, and you still in your bed sleep, didn't even wake up, didn't even budge. And there's just like a force field around your ass. And all of a sudden you wake up. Like, what the hell just happened? You just get up and walk away from that point in time, man. All right, the Lord has the power and the ability to do these things, man. Believe on the Lord, man. He's going to deliver you, man. All right. It says, and they shall run and not be weary, and they shall walk and not faint. All right, like what your boy name is, the Flash and Quicksilver, man. Be super fast, be running and things like that, or you may just be walking, and never get tired. You may just be running, at a normal speed, normal pace, not nothing super fast, and just don't ever run out of breath, never get tired. Or shit, you could get some super speed and be out there running like that, man. All right, but nevertheless, just know in the back of your mind, the Most High can deliver us from all these things. The Most High can raise you up into a whole nother level, man. The Most High can give you this here spiritual power for you to be able to, put in this here work on these damn heathen, man. The Most High can do all these things, man. And he is going to do all these things because why? It's written in the scriptures that he's going to do all these things, man. All right. And how much more, if you out here doing the work of the Lord, it's not going to be those that's out there, how do I say, depending on a sword. You got some men that's out there that's cleaving unto their swords to deliver them. You think the Lord gonna give them spiritual power? They got their protection, man. Let them go out there and put in their work with their little whatever the fuck them guns is called, them AK-47s and them other shits they be rocking. But let them go out there and handle their business with that, man. But we gonna wait upon the Lord, man. We gonna wait for the Lord to raise us up, man. We gonna wait for the Lord to give us their power so we can put in this here work on these damn heathen, man. All right. Let me grab it's one of my favorites right here, Micah 5:9. It says, "And the remnant of Jacob." So it goes into that remnant, man. All right, because 2/3 is going to be put to death at this point in time, basically. All right, and they not going to get no spiritual power anyway. It says, "And the remnant of Jacob shall be in the midst of many people, as a dew from the Lord, as the showers upon the grass, that tarrieth not for man, nor waiteth for the sons of men." All right, and so, hey, when it says that he's going to be as a dew from the Lord, as the showers upon the grass, to give it to you in a term that Jake understand, because Jake be like, man, I'm about to be all on your ass like white on rice. You know what I'm saying? Hey, think about that, man. I'm going to be on your ass like white on rice. That means I'm covering your ass from all angles, man. That's how we going to be on these damn heathens, man. All right. Continuing on, verse 8, it says, "And the remnant of Jacob shall be among the Gentiles in the midst of many people, as a lion among the beasts of the forest, as a young lion among the flocks of sheep, who if he go through both treadeth down and teareth into pieces, and none can deliver," man. All right, so, hey, man, in this point in time, man, hey, man, the men of the Lord going to be out there just straight putting in work, man. All right, just bodying people left and right, left and right. It's going to be, man, this is unimaginable what the men of the Lord going to actually be out here doing, man, putting in this work, how they going to be doing these people, man. All right, like the scripture say, or, me rephrasing it, they're going to be up on their ass like white on rice, man. It's going to be a devastating thing out there. And this is how these nations are going to start getting put into, matter of fact, you know what? Let me just grab this real quick. Psalms 2 and 8. No. Well, let me read 8 and 9. The point is in verse 9. It says, Psalms 2 and 8, "Ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thy inheritance, and the uttermost part of the earth for thy possession." Starting with Yahushua first and foremost, but we're going to be joint heirs with them, right? It says, "Thou shalt break them." So first of all, let me go back. It says, "Ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thy inheritance." So we about to get slaves, as we can read that in Isaiah 60, all right? "And the uttermost part of the earth for thy possession." All right, it's not gonna just be like, all right, one day we just gonna get the title. They're gonna, sign the title over, the deed over to us. No, man. All right, it's gonna be through this here fear that we're gonna capitalize off this. All right, that they're gonna be fearing us because of what we did to them. Just like Rahab says, "Shit, man, we scared. We seen what y'all did. Look, man, just look. Have mercy on us. We'll hide you. Just have mercy on us, man." They're gonna be willing and giving. That's when we read in Isaiah 60. The gates gonna be open continuously. They're gonna be bringing all their children, gold, and goods into us, man. They're gonna be scared. They're gonna be like, "Look, man, we'll give you everything. Just don't kill us like that, man." All right, verse 9 says, "Thou shalt break them with the rod of iron. Thou shalt dash them into pieces like the potter's vessel." All right, so, hey, man, when we get that spiritual power, this is how we're going to put these nations into subjection, man. All right, through how I say, pure power and sheer violence, man. Just like how Esau put everybody in subjection by dropping those atomic bombs, man. And, man, when we get raised up with that spiritual power, man, it's going to quiet the whole earth, man. They're going to be in subjection, man. All right, let me close out with this in Leviticus 26. Leviticus 26 and 7. It says, "And you shall chase your enemies, and they shall fall before you by the sword." All right. And 5 of you shall chase 100, and 100 of you shall put 10,000 to flight, and your enemies shall fall before you by the sword. All right. So if 5 could chase 100, and 100 shall put 10,000 to flight, they're going to be running. Hey, man, just think about it, man. You're going to be putting in that work, man. It's not going to be like a one-on-one battle. One man can take on another man and everything else like that. No, man. One going to be able to put, a multitude to death, man. All right. 2 going to be able to, put in this here work, man. All right, so you just imagine what it's going to be like when the Lord raise up that standard, man. Give us those spiritual powers, man. All right, and we're going to be able to render recompense to them, man. All right, render double unto her. All right, all the things they done unto us, man. We're going to be creative with these damn heathens, man. All right, you're going to be able to do all kind of things to these damn heathen, man. All right, they did all these things to us, on a light level. We walking every day with fear, like the police get behind us, that just strike fear into us, man. Oh shit! Even if you riding clean as all, you could have just bought a car, brand new car. They just manufactured the car. You just got the car. There ain't nothing in the car, and you about to pull out the parking lot of the dealership, and you see the police riding by, minding his own business, and you getting scared, man. All right, that's some type of psychological mindfuckery they got on us. But how about this, man? Lord, give us that spiritual power, man. We could give them these apparitions and things like that. They just hear the men of the Lord out there chanting like they coming, and they just scared, and they, they all of a sudden they got swords in their hands or guns and things in their hand, trying to protect themselves. Then all of a sudden they just go murdering their whole damn family, man. They thinking they hearing noise and they just want to shoot their whole family up and everything like that, being terrorized, man. All right, man, we gonna render unto them double, man, when the Lord gives us this here spiritual power, man. So, hey, man, there ain't no need for you to be going out to the gun range, building up no muscle to fight and all this extra shit, man. Hey, man, be feeble. Wait for the Lord, man. All right, let the Lord deliver you up out of this here thing, man. And let him be glorified through his men. All right, save room for the Lord, or not to say save room, but hey, man, be available for the Lord to use you to get glory unto his own name, man. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and close out with that. Lord, when this here lesson was edifying unto the elect. Until next time, I say, call halal Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim Brakakbadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders, a great millstone that taught us this truth and ever will. And salutation and much love for you. I can push this truth and sincerity over the four corners of the earth, and enduring afflictions to feed and edify the elect. Until next time, I say, stay strong. Shalom.